Hi everybody and welcome back to my movie reactions. Today we are checking out Rambo First Blood. There are a lot of different Rambo movies. I'm like almost 100% sure that Rambo First Blood is the first one and Rambo Last Blood is the last one. You know what I mean? I mean Rambo First Blood Part 2 is the next one, but I was getting confused between First Blood and Last Blood, but then I was like, one, Sylvester Stallone looks a lot older in the last one. Plus, it's called Last Blood, which is a good final movie title. Anyways, I have heard a lot about this movie, especially because this movie was filmed sort of close to where I live in Hope, British Columbia. So I'm very excited to kind of see that area because I have been there before. This is also my first Sylvester Stallone movie that I'm doing on my channel, and I'm very excited. I've seen some of his movies. I've seen the first Rocky movie, and you know what, I can't really think of any other Sylvester Stallone movies that I've seen off the top of my head. I'm sure I've seen some. Maybe list some in the comments or something that I should watch, and I'll let you guys know if I have seen them or not, but right now I can't think of any off the top of my head besides the first Rocky movie. But I really enjoyed him in that movie, so I'm excited to see him in this. I'm expecting some sort of kind of like an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, for there just to be some great lines, some great action, not too much depth in the character, not too much story in the character. I mean, some Arnold movies have some great depth and some don't, and for Rambo, I'm expecting maybe less depth and just more like awesome action, you know what I mean? That's kind of all that I'm expecting. Also on this channel, I will be watching Rambo First Blood and Rambo First Blood Part 2. That is where I am at, where I think I'm going to stop with the Rambo movies. If I need to watch the other ones, please let me know. So far, I've only scheduled to watch Rambo First Blood and Rambo First Blood Part 2. So let me know if I should react to the rest of them or even just the third one. I don't know much about them at all. I just thought I should watch Part 1 and Part 2 because it's probably one story. And then the other ones were made later, so I didn't really deem them necessary additions to react to, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I am very excited for this movie. I don't really want to talk too much more, so let's just get to the lighting really quickly. The lighting today, let me just turn on my light before I talk actually. Boop! Nice. Okay, so today I think we were just gonna go nice and easy, and I know this isn't Hope, and Hope is very green and lush. The actual screenshot that Amazon Prime gives me is a wintry background with a nice crisp blue sky, so that's already two different colors, green and blue. But I think I'm going to go red for this one because I feel like there's going to be a lot of blood, and Rambo is going to create a lot of blood splattered landscapes in this movie. So I'm thinking that the red will kind of honor his art. Honor Rambo's art. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much more. I'm just very excited. It's just a movie I've heard a lot about. It's one of my dad's favorite movies, and I just have not seen it for some reason. I don't know. It has never really appealed to me, and then I started watching movies on this channel, and I started watching Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, and I feel like I'm going to really like this movie now because I really enjoyed Arnold's movies, and this movie I feel like has the same vibe. Anyways, I've been talking a long time, so let's just get on with it. Get on with it! Monty Python and the Holy Grail, little joke there for you. Anyways, I hope you enjoy my reaction to Rambo First Blood. I like to see the 18+ symbol when I start watching these movies. It's great. Lionsgate. Lionsgate is also a production studio, really close to where I live, so like this is a local movie in my opinion. I don't know when this movie was made. I don't know how big of a star Sylvester Stallone was, because I know I've always known his name. He's always been a household name in my house, at least. I don't know if this was maybe the movie that started his fame, or if Rocky was that movie. That'd be an interesting thing for me to find out, actually. I could already tell the soundtrack is going to be great. So beautiful, isn't it? Music by Jerry Goldsmith. I know that guy. I recognize him. Could not tell you what movies I've heard his scores in or stuff like that. I recognize the name though. This is based on a book? Oh, okay. and Sylvester Stallone wrote the screenplay or helped write it, I am more impressed.
Yeah. You can see that's Delmore's writing. I'm sure I had a hard time finding this place.
She's like, I don't know what his writing looks like.
You had to put him in back because he's so big. If he didn't, he'd take up the whole picture. Look how big he is.
Delmore's gone.
Interesting that they're not showing these people.
Cut him down to nothing. I could lift him off the sheep.
That's it. He's lost everyone. Now he's gonna go. Imagine just pulls out an Uzi or something. Ah. Welcome to Hope. Welcome to Hope. A little confused though. Is there a Hope in America as well, or is this a fictional town of Hope in America? Coca-Cola advert. There it is.
Headed north or south?
North.
Now jump in. I'll make sure you head in the right direction, huh?
What a nice guy. I hope he doesn't die. Nice people always die in these movies.
You got someplace I can eat around here?
There's a diner about 30 miles up the highway.
So a fictional town in America it is.
It's a quiet little town. In fact, you might say it's boring. But that's the way we like it.
It's about to be far from boring.
If you want some friendly advice, a haircut and take a bath. You wouldn't get hassled so much. Hope this ride helped you out.
Take a bath in the river behind you, you know? It might be cold water, but it's clean water and fresh water. Just runs him over. I told you to stay away.
Now you're gonna put your hands on that car. How you do it, you decide right now.
What the heck is this sheriff doing? I hope Sylvester Stallone just punches him in the face. Knocks him out. Never mind, I want him to die. No, I don't. I don't hate him that much. He's just annoying. I hope he gets punched.
Hey, talk about your sorry-looking humanity.
Just another smart-ass drifter. Good morning.
He literally was not doing anything wrong. He was just walking. Is that illegal?
Come on, Leroy, sling that paint, boy.
Good. Mr. Ward, would you take this for me, please? Thanks.
I recognize that policeman in the background. I recognize that actor. I think. I must. I do.
Your name.
Oh.
Name.
Some PTSD. Okay, you know how personal this stuff is? Arrested for no reason, personal objects taken from him. I'm okay with him just to beat everyone up.
Put it down, God damn it!
Art, what the hell is going on down here?
Oh, nothing I can't handle.
It's literally like a torture chamber.
Clean him up.
All right, Preston.
I did not think this movie was going to start like this. Oh, his whiplash is on his back.
Just do what I tell you.
Galt!
Why? Yeah.
Well, the man said clean him up.
I like the redhead cop. I would like the other guy to literally get punched in the face as hard as Rambo can punch.
That's okay, Warren. Don't worry about the soap. He's tough. Just shave him.
No! Oh my god, no, don't do that.
You're just gonna shave your partner. Take it easy.
Take this, Mitch.
Oh, and an old-fashioned razor too. Oh. Yes! Oh, his eyeballs! Oh. I didn't like him, but that's a fate worse than death. Getting your eyeballs poked in. Nice death scroll. What if that guy just wanted an autograph? He saw Sylvester Stallone and he's like, I want an autograph. This is so awesome. What the heck? Ooh. That car is driving really fast. I mean, so is the motorcycle, but... Sylvester Stallone reminds me of like an old Tom Cruise, you know? At this moment in the film. Okay, your car is not meant for this off-roading. Yeah, I was gonna say, you dumb? Why would you try and follow him there? You deserve that. You have to go. You have to go. Motorcycle is not worth it. It's too steep. And also, a motorcycle would definitely not be able to make it up there.
You're finished! You've gone as far as you're gonna go!
Is this... And then, like, a bunch of, like, military or other cops come to try and find him because he's, like, a fugitive now. And then he just Rambos them up. That's what I'm expecting so far in the movie. You think that car can drive? You saw the front of it. You can't... There's not even a front. It's just... It has no wheels. What were you thinking? I love how resourceful he is. We haven't really seen his resourcefulness yet. But I feel like he's going to be very resourceful.
Look at him. No problem.
No, you won't. Oh my god, it's a poncho? That's awesome. I want a makeshift poncho.
Didn't we go deer hunting up here last year?
Yeah, I got a couple bucks last year. Yeah, I'll shoot anything. Hey, Mitch, up the hill.
What is that guy in? I recognize that police officer from something. But what is it?
Whoa, whoa! Hey, whoa, just spoiling the set. Let my babies do the job. Go ahead. I'm trailing you.
I love this dog guy. He's so awesome. Jump. The dogs can't smell you in the water. Oh, wait. That's a big jump. Don't jump. Okay. I was like, jump, jump, and then the camera just kept panning down. He's gonna jump, isn't he? Oh my god. He can't survive that. The river's way too shallow. Look at that shot, though. Oh my god. If you hid, like, somewhere on that cliff, I bet they wouldn't find you. Oh, wait, no. There's a helicopter. Never mind.
Chapman Gorge, head him off!
Ah, and that guy's the sniper. I hate him. I hope he dies. I hope he falls out the chopper. Oh, no. Ah. Really? He's gonna kill him? Aren't you supposed to take them in alive?
I swear to God, I'll kill you.
I hope this guy dies now. I hope this guy dies. I don't care how mean that sounds. I hope he dies. I hope he falls out of this stupid helicopter and dies. Did someone actually jump off of that cliff? This helicopter stuff is so cool. Oh my god. Look at that simple pan. That camera work was so effective. Oh my god. Hit him in the head with the stone. Oh my god. That's stunt though. Is he dead? Is he dead? Is he dead? I'm waiting to cheer. I'm waiting to cheer. I'm in cheer position. Yes! He's dead. Oh, that's so gruesome though. Thing is though, I feel like he doesn't want to hurt anyone. That look when he looked at that guy, the dead guy, it looked like a look of sadness almost. That knife is so handy. Compass. Looks like matches. Maybe. Oh no, stitches. Okay. If you've been watching my reactions, you know I'm not a fan of needles. Stitching is the same thing. Maybe worse. Maybe worse.
You won't come, Will. Says there's a storm headed your way. I don't give
Oh.
a goddamn.
Alone in the wilderness with Rambo.
Green Beret. War hero.
What does a Green Beret mean? I'm not familiar with that term. Like a special ops agent or something like that? I didn't think this movie was going to be like a defense movie almost, where Rambo's defending himself. I thought Rambo was going to be kind of on the attack, you know? Attacking everyone.
There he is! Turn those dogs loose, Orville! Go get him, sweethearts!
Oh my god, the dogs are going to die, aren't they? I'm glad that the police captain is telling them to cease fire, because in a lot of movies they just use all their ammo and it's so dumb and pointless.
Orville, listen to me. Now listen. Gotta stay awake, all right? Gotta release that tourniquet every 15 minutes. We'll be right.
He's so pent up on revenge that he's unwilling to help one of his own citizens.
Go! Go get him! All right.
Like, this literally is not war, but he's treating it as if it is war. This is so tense. Oh my god. Ah, oh my god, I did not see him there. I like that guy. I like that guy. I like Mitchell. Where could he be? Literally, he's so good at hiding, he could be that tree. Like, he could just be that tree. Oh, he's right there, isn't he? Oh, no, he isn't. Oh, he's on top. Rambo reminds me of the Predator, and the way the Predator, like, kills people one by one. Stalking them and then killing them.
Hold on, it's flying! I got him! I got him! Signal and follow me!
He's not killing them, he's, like, injuring them so they can't fight back. Oh! Oh!
Signal down!
He's literally just leaving all of his team behind.
Let it go.
I want him to let it go, but then I want the war. I want to see some more of this cool stuff. This movie so far is really good. I love it.
Only their skilled training and police enforcement techniques saved their lives. And word now is that the fugitive will be in custody.
What? What did you just say? Skill training and police stuff? What? What? Everything he said was a lie.
People start fucking around with the law and all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, but he didn't. That's the thing. The police were the ones messing around with the law.
Colonel, you came out here to find out why one of your machines blew a gasket.
You don't seem to want to accept the fact that you're dealing with an expert in guerrilla warfare.
Yeah, I was just about to say. The police officer is not accepting anything. It's like everything that Rambo did, he just forgot. Ooh, a boar. Such a boring animal.
In a couple of weeks, you'll pick him up in Seattle or someplace working in a car wash. There'll be no fight and nobody else will get hurt.
I do my own work.
No, listen to him.
I still think you came out here just to cover your ass. But if you're serious about taking Rambo out clean, follow me.
We brought a nuke. We have a nuclear bomb, but Rambo can probably defuse it. as it's flying in the air about to explode.
He's not gonna break radio silence.
No, not for us. But he might do it for you, Colonel.
Oh, you're right. He is right.
Copy leader to Raven. Talk to me, Johnny.
It's so ingrained in him to respond to this guy that I think he'll do it.
Not Delmore Barry. He made it.
Barry's gone too, sir.
Died of cancer.
We'll talk about that when you come in.
I can't do that, sir.
Ah, there we go. There we go. Let's go.
There wouldn't be no trouble except for that king shit cop.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you did some pushing of your own, John.
They drew first blood, not me.
Oh, that's why it's called First Blood. Oh, my God.
They drew first blood.
Not me. Yeah. It's on. Game on. Rambo versus the world. That's a lot of dead people. The rivers are gonna run red with blood. My light is a good choice. I bet he's one of those rocks. Imagine. Oh, no, he was in the water. I was gonna make a joke very soon after he came out the water. It was gonna be like, I bet Rambo is so good he could just become a fish or something like that. And he was in the water, so my joke was right.
I'll get him! I'll get him! Don't shoot! Cool down!
What?
This way! Let's go!
They're not even the police. Are they the civilians helping out?
Yes, I know exactly where it is. Now listen to me very.
When the music starts going, it's so good.
I do this part-time. I didn't come here to get killed. No, he's probably in there just waiting for us. What's wrong with you, Clinton?
What a great scene.
Who's got the rocket launcher? I do. Come here, Earl. Great. Rambo, it's your last chance to come out.
Are they bluffing? Oh my God, they actually have one. I kind of like most of the cops. I like that they all have like a personality.
I wasn't taking any chances.
What a mess.
No, you were shooting at him first. Obviously, he's going to be shooting back. Everyone keeps twisting the story. He did have a match in his knife, I think. Genius. I just want one of those knives, you know? All-purpose knife. Maybe there's like a 4-course meal in there or something.
And we didn't let him go loose. The best man lost. And he doesn't like it.
He knows Rambo's probably not dead yet. I think he pretty comfortably knows that Rambo is not dead yet. I also think he's okay with Rambo living, because he said that at the start. And I know he thinks that Rambo killed people and he does want to bring him in, but I think he still wants Rambo to be alive. Like, he still respects Rambo enough. Open his stitches again. I hope he doesn't have to put more in. I hate caves. I hate caves. I have claustrophobia a little bit. No, stresses me out too much. Like, I respect Sylvester Stallone so much for doing this, like being in a cave. It's on his back. There are rats on his back. There are rats on his back. That is so gross. Are they biting him?
Look, if I was out of line before, I just want to apologize.
Good for him. Good for Will.
I'm pretty confused. We had orders. When in doubt, kill.
When in doubt, kill him out. You know, that's the saying, right?
Would you wrap your arms around him, give him a big sloppy kiss? Or would you blown his brains out?
Both. Kiss first, and then you blow his brains out because the kiss was so good. How long do you think those tortures would last in real life? It's always something I've wondered, actually. I don't think I'd trust that ladder. Did you see how, like, moldy and bad the wood was?
Drive.
Isn't that like an infantry truck? Wouldn't there be people in the back? Or is that like a cargo truck? He's actually a driving instructor.
Okay, Robert, get out of the truck.
I got no beef with you.
Go on!
I got no beef with you. I didn't know beef was a word describing like an argument or a conflict in like the 70s. I think this was in the 70s. These car stunts and like drifts and stuff are really well done. It just exploded. What? Warning. Don't really know what those words is supposed to say. Warning. Warning. Yeah. Aim for the tires. That stunt was so cool when the truck hit the car and flipped out. Oh, that was really cool. What if someone was in there just working? What? I mean, maybe gas stations closed back then? I feel like gas stations don't close now, though. It's always 24/7. He's running to the Dairy Queen to get the Blizzard that's on sale right now. Gotta get that Oreo Blizzard.
This is a police emergency. Please evacuate the streets immediately.
Yeah, but don't go to a gas station. That could be bad.
He's not gonna get out of this place.
Teasel, you and all your men couldn't handle him before. Now, what makes you think you can handle him now?
Yeah. That is a good question.
Just stay the hell out of my way.
He's dead. I kind of hope he doesn't die, though. Honestly, as much as I dislike his character, I understand where he's coming from, and that makes me appreciate his character at least. Does he think that Rambo's on the roof? Or is he going to go to like a sniper position or something? Is he on a quest for his dog tags, do you think? I don't think he got those back. I don't remember if he did. No power for you! Whoa. He's like Batman. Rambo's like Batman. Gun traders in the West. The outpost. Is he getting more guns there? Oh my god. This explosion's gonna be so cool. I'm so ready for it. Ah! Oh, not yet, not yet. Okay. This is my explosion. I'm getting ready for the explosion. Oh, maybe no explosion? Oh. Maybe it was just a distraction, like a noise. Oh! Yeah! I feel like all the other cops just disappeared. It's like they all just died. Like, where are they? Oh, man. Rambo, you know that he's on the ceiling, though. Just... Grenade! Oh, it's so dark in there, though. to see. Oh. He was shot. I didn't expect that to happen.
You have no chance. Drop your weapon.
I swear if the movie ends here, because there's a part 2.
Look at him!
If you don't end this now, they're gonna kill you.
Santa Claus and have a Coke.
Who are they to protest me, huh? Who are they? Unless they've been me and been there and know what the hell they're yelling about?
It was a bad time for everyone, Rambo.
Wow. That was powerful so far.
Oh God. Where's everybody?
I love this scene. What the heck?
It's got blood and everything, and I'm trying to hold them together. I put them together, fucking insides keep coming out, and nobody would help.
Oh my gosh, this movie is so hardcore, it's making me sweat out of my eyes. That speech, that monologue from Sylvester Stallone, that was amazing. That added so much character to his character. That's it. That's it. He's caught. So what's part 2? He escapes again? Aim on the... Finish on the freeze frame, okay. But that's it? That can't be it. I mean, there is a part 2, so I guess I'm watching part 2, obviously, but... it feels like you could end it right here and just be boom, done. I thought it was going to end on a cliffhanger. And that was my reaction to Rambo First Blood. I would just like to say off the top that in my reaction I said something about this movie being filmed in the 70s. It is actually 1982. That was when it was filmed. So I'm sorry that I thought it was in the 70s. Don't know why I thought it was in the 70s. Just would like to make sure that I say the actual right day or right year that it was filmed. 1982. Okay, moving on to my review of this movie. My goodness, this movie was so good. This movie had so much more heart than I thought it was going to have. And the action was amazing, obviously. I was assuming the action was going to be amazing as this is a classic action adventure movie. But there was so much heart, not just on the screen, but like behind the camera. It felt like there was so much passion creating this movie. And that's something that I've really enjoyed going on this, while I've been on this channel, while I've been making content on this channel, I've been watching these older movies that I probably wouldn't have watched if I hadn't started this YouTube channel and that you guys have been recommending to me. And something that I've noticed in all of these old movies from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and even the 90s is that there is so much passion put into every single project, no matter how goofy it is or funny it sounds. I'm thinking like Starship Troopers, I'm thinking like RoboCop, Rambo, like any of the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, stuff like that. Some of them have like amazingly goofy premises, but they are taken so seriously by everyone on the team, and everyone feels so passionate about making these movies. They don't feel like something that a studio is like, oh, we need to make money, let's make this action adventure movie with a big superstar or something like that. They feel like something that everyone working on it is on board with, is passionate about, is willing to do the hard work, and they not necessarily are doing it for money. Well, that's part of it, obviously, everyone has a job, but they're doing it because they love movies and film, and you can feel that in all these old movies, and I really felt that in this one. From Sylvester Stallone's acting, the camera work, the action, the score. The score was amazing. I'm going to get into score right now. The score was so good. I'm going to download the soundtrack if I can. I'm definitely going to try and find that song that was in the end credits, because that song was a bop, but the but the rest of the songs are so good. When the score became grand and big and vast, it was so awesome, and it really matched the scenes with the vastness of the forest and the smallness of the men, but the intensity of Rambo and the intensity of the sheriff who was trying, or Sheriff Troutman, I think that's what his name was, who was trying to kill Rambo. Just so good, so well done. The score was great, and the score was never overly loud. There were definitely quiet moments of the score, like as at the start when he's just walking down the path, and there's just this beautiful soundtrack that's just kind of overlaid on top of the scene. And I knew at that moment when he's just walking down the path with the credits rolling and the score just right there, I knew I was gonna like this movie. I mean, the score is usually a big thing in the movies for me, because if the score is meh, then I hope the movie is good. But if the score is really good, then even if the movie is meh, I'm still gonna really enjoy the movie, because the score, well, it will bring up those scenes for me. It'll make those scenes better, even if they aren't the greatest. Do you kind of understand what I'm saying? Maybe that doesn't make any sense, but to me, that's how I feel about movies. Like, I don't know much about music. I don't know much about movie scores or anything like that. I just really enjoy listening to them. I'm sure so many other people can break down movie scores and be like, this instrument is for this person, this instrument for this person, and they use these different instruments like for these different scenes because of this reason. And I don't know any of that. I can't give a good analysis when it comes to music, but I can just give my opinion and and what I like about film. For example, I love listening to soundtracks, and so when a soundtrack is amazing in a movie, I automatically like that movie more, even if the movie is meh. I think that makes sense, right? That makes sense. Another thing I loved about this movie was just the setting, and I'm definitely biased because I live very close to Golden Ears, and not as close to Hope, but okay-ish close to Hope. But the setting, like, what a wonderful setting to have an action movie, and it's like a setting that you wouldn't necessarily see in an action movie. When I think of an action movie, I think of like cities, I think of like desert, with North American action movies, like the Middle East is a big one, stuff like that. And you wouldn't expect this forest that's in like Washington State, I think that's where it's set, but it's really in Canada. You wouldn't expect these settings, but there's like the towering mountains and the trees, and the setting was really well utilized. It was really interesting actually how they did it, because even in the vastness of the landscape, they somehow managed to make the police feel so small. When in all of these wide shots, the police were always so small and so, like, I don't know, just tiny in this huge landscape. But Rambo always felt big and present, even though the landscape itself was so empty and so huge, you know? And so that's just something that I thought was really interesting, how Rambo felt connected to this landscape in a way, and he felt, I don't know, like he had a presence there, while the police officers, even though they lived there all their life, still felt disconnected, still felt small in the landscape. I don't know. That's just something that I felt while I was watching this movie, and it was something interesting that I thought maybe I'd share with you guys. Maybe that's just me thinking about it too much, but I don't know. I thought some of the shots lent itself to that idea of Rambo being kind of a part of this forest, of this ecosystem, that even though he's never been there before, he still has so much more knowledge than everyone else who's lived there, if that makes sense. Another thing, speaking of shots, was the shots. My favorite shot in the movie was kind of near the start, when Rambo is hiding behind the tree and the helicopter with the sniper guy is like swinging from one side of the tree to the other side of the tree to the other side of the tree, and Rambo's hiding behind it and the guy's trying to shoot him. That shot was amazing, and the camera work was so simple. It was just a pan and a pan and a pan, but it was so effective. There was no words, it was just the action, and it told the action story so well, and the shot was so cool, and the framing of it was so cool. I don't know what else to say about that shot. I was like, oh, it's so good, oh my god, what the heck, this is so good. But yeah, there were a lot of great shots. Whenever the police were sneaking around in the forest and Rambo was just somewhere, those like suspenseful moments were really, really well captured, as well as kind of just the action in general was nicely captured on screen. The car chases were really well done. There wasn't a lot of like quick cuts. Again, it was all on screen, which a lot of these older movies actually did. There weren't a lot of quick cuts, I feel like, as I've watched them so far. It's kind of weird actually how movies have evolved, because I feel like originally action was on screen, right? And then at some point in like the 90s, the early 2000s, it became like quick cut, like Jason Bourne, Taken sort of stuff, like quick cut action where you don't really understand what's happening. And then at some point, kind of when like the first John Wick movie came out, kind of 2014, 2013, movies started to evolve back into this earlier stage of action scenes where people preferred wider shots, where people preferred to actually see what was happening in the action instead of the taken action that has 14 cuts in 3 seconds or something like that, you know? So it's kind of cool to see the evolution of these action scenes in movies. But again, the action in this movie was fantastic. That is also just something interesting that I thought, about. Yeah, that makes sense. I was disappointed that this movie did not take place in Canada because, again, it was filmed in Canada. But that makes sense. A lot of movies are filmed in Canada and don't take place in Canada. But I was like, this one time, I feel like you could have, although it wouldn't really have lent itself to the story because he needed to be American so that the colonel could come and try and help him, and then the state guard or the state police and stuff like that. That's just stuff that America has over Canada that just helps the story move along better. And it's just something I guess the writers wanted, but I was kind of disappointed. But that's just, that's because I'm sort of the local. No, I wouldn't call myself a local of Hope or even Golden Ears. So sorry if you're from Hope or Golden Ears, because I'm not a local there, but I live close enough to have affiliation with those places. You know what I mean? What are you doing? What are you doing? Want to say hi to everyone? Look. Look. Say hi to everyone. Look right there. Say hi. They're watching my review. If they made it this far, they're watching my review. Maybe they all left. Who knows? Maybe only like one person's going to see you at this part. We're like 10 minutes in. She says hi, by the way. This is her way of saying hello. She's like, give me neck scratches and I'll say hello. Me and Huxley, best pals. Best pals. Okay, she yawned. But we are best pals, I promise. You can't yawn when I say best pals. That means we're not best pals. You know that, right? Let's get back to my review now. Sylvester Stallone. I'm doing the actors now. Sylvester Stallone. I have not watched one of his movies yet on my channel. And I've only seen a few of his movies outside of my channel. I've seen the first Rocky, which I think I mentioned at the start of my video. I don't remember another one that I've seen. I definitely have seen more. Don't remember what they would have been. Maybe if you guys give me suggestions for Sylvester Stallone movies, I'll be like, oh, I have seen that movie, or I have seen that movie, or maybe I haven't seen that movie, maybe I should watch it. He was really good in this movie. Again, just like Arnold in his movies, he doesn't talk that much, although I think he definitely is able to deliver more dialogue because he can just articulate his English better than Arnold can. But my God, the final monologue that he has in this movie. I'm gonna leave you on a suspenseful note while I let Huxley out of the door, so you think about what you think I'm gonna say. Go on. Yeah, his final monologue. I was literally tearing up. I mean, no, the movie was so hardcore and so manly that I was sweating out of my eyes. But like his character was like a pretty good character, right? Like up until before the monologue, we knew he was having PTSD. We knew he was struggling from that and from like the war in general, and the war was still affecting him even though it was over. We knew that he didn't want to kill anyone, and he didn't want any blood to be shed, but people were forcing his hand. And that's what we knew about him. He didn't really say anything else, and his other backstory up until that point came from the Colonel. So his character, while we knew about him, was still pretty mysterious, and I wouldn't say like the most fleshed out character. So I was going to complain about that a little bit in this review, but then his monologue hit, and his whole character became this awesome, amazing, three-dimensional, beautiful thing. Talks about how his friends are all gone, how he can't even get a job anymore. He talks about he wakes up, he doesn't even know where he is. It was heartbreaking to hear all of that, and everything that he does in this movie can be forgiven, by me at least, because of that stuff. And he didn't even do anything bad in this movie. He didn't kill anyone, I don't think. No, he didn't kill anyone in this movie, actually. So he can be forgiven. But yeah, that speech at the end, I don't know how much of it's going to be in the reaction because I didn't talk a lot during it. I was so moved. It was a phenomenal speech, and Sylvester Stallone deserves a lot of praise for that. I don't know how much praise he got for this movie, but that scene alone, I feel like, was Oscar worthy. Maybe not Oscar, but Oscar nomination worthy at least. Like, it blew me away. It added so much to his character. And I loved that Sylvester Stallone's character was like a universal character that kind of portrayed veterans, you know? Obviously, I'm not a veteran. I don't know what it's like to be a veteran. I don't know what it's like to be in the army. But through Sylvester Stallone's character, they very, very effectively and efficiently portrayed PTSD, and they portrayed what it's like to be a soldier, maybe being a soldier even your whole life. Just that's what you've wanted to do, that's what you've been training for, and then when the war's over and there's nothing to fight for, what do you do? You know, so I thought that was a very interesting portrayal of the soldier, and usually movies don't go that far into it, and this movie really went deeper than most action movies in terms of their soldier and portrayal of soldiers and veterans, and I don't know, I really like that. Okay, I don't have a lot of time left. This review is going on a long time, so I'm just going to talk about two more characters. There weren't a lot of big characters in this movie. I'm going to talk about Richard Crenna as Colonel Samuel Trotman. I really liked him. He didn't have a lot of fleshing out. Obviously, he was Sylvester Stallone's boss, but also partner, sort of the Green Berets when they were in Vietnam. I really like that aspect. I really like that he is basically family to Sylvester Stallone, and he is able to talk to him, and Sylvester Stallone or John Rambo will listen to his whatever he has to say, right? I like that they both respect each other, and I really like that the Colonel knew that Rambo was not dead. I just thought that was a great little addition to his character because he knows how good Rambo is, so obviously he's going to have faith that he's still alive and that one rocket launcher is not going to kill him, right? So, I don't know, I really like that character, and I liked the end scene again when he's just there with him in the monologue. Like, Rambo, the Colonel is the only person Rambo was comfortable with to talk about that stuff, which I find really heartwarming, but also very sad. And so I don't know, I thought he was a great character for Rambo. Finally, the last character I'm going to talk about, because this review is getting long because I have to pet Huxley, was Brian Dennehy. I think that's how you say his name. Dennehy? I think it's Dennehy. As Sheriff Will Tessel. I did not like him. I'm just joking. I liked him. I did not like him. Overall, I did not like him. At the start, I thought he was nice, and I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't die. Nice people always die in these movies. And then immediately, he just was mean. And he just arrested Rambo for no reason. Like, he is the cause of everything that happened in this movie. Rambo didn't do anything wrong. He did something wrong by arresting him in the first place for not doing anything. Can you even arrest someone for just walking into your town? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I understand his motivations. And when Rambo allegedly killed his friend, that rage and that kind of like, oh, I need to kill this guy because he killed my friend. Like, I mean, I don't personally understand that, but I can understand his anger and his kind of one note, like, I don't care if my crew gets hurt, I just need to get this guy. I can understand that mentality, and I liked his character. I just didn't like him. You know, I didn't like him as a person, although I did. Does that make sense? I hated the character, but I liked the character because it was a fleshed out character. You know what I mean? yeah, it was a love-hate relationship with him. A love-hate relationship with him. I was kind of hoping he would die at the end, to be honest. Even though I think I said I didn't want him to die, I was hoping he would die, and then he didn't, and I'm actually okay with that. After Rambo spared his life because of the colonel stepping in, I was like, oh, I actually don't want this guy to die. I kind of want him to come back for the second movie to finish this battle once and for all. This battle of muscle versus, I don't know, what does he have, like a bald spot? Muscle versus bald spot. I don't know. Yeah, so that's kind of all I wanted to talk about Rambo. It was a really fun action movie, really good action movie. A lot of emotion in this movie, a lot of deeper messages and themes that I didn't think this movie was actually going to have. I thought it was just going to be more of a really good but one-note action movie. So I was very happily and pleasantly surprised by it. Yeah, so anyways, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these beautiful people right here. It means a lot for you to be supporting me, so thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to Rambo First Blood, and if you made it this far into my review, then thank you. You deserve a medal or a trophy or something. This is like one of the longest reviews I've done, and it's Huxley's fault. You can blame her. I had to pet her. It's just like a part of life. But yeah, thank you so much if you made it this far into my review. It means a lot if you just listen to me talk, and I will see you next week for my next movie reaction.